Hi everyone and happy 2019. This is going to be the first video that I put up in January of 2019, so that's pretty exciting. In new year and a lot of new makeup to try out. So what we're going to be trying today is the Pinky Rose Obsessed palette. This came in the bundle that I got. I've already done one video. I've done a video with the Exotic Peacock palette, which looks like this. I will link that video up in the corner for you if you want to check that out. So today we're going to be testing out this little baby and I am really excited. These colors really speak to me. And I hope that the formula is the same as it is in the other palette because I really ended up liking that. So I want to start off by swatching this, fully expecting the swatches to not be that great because they really weren't in the first palette. So let's just get into the swatches. Alright, so the swatches were kind of as expected. They were not great, I'm not gonna lie. I had a little bit of troubles building up a lot of these mattes, so that's kind of what happened in the first video too, and most of the mattes ended up performing great. So I think I'm just going to get started by priming my eyes, and I'll be using my MAC Paint Pot. So right off the bat, just as a first impression, I really wanted to go in with Sisters, which is this very light blue shade, but then I realized that there are no other cool tone mattes except for that. So that's kind of limiting, and I kind of wish that either this shade right here or this shade right here was a matte, because I feel like that would have made this a lot more versatile and you could do a lot more things with it. So I don't think I could ever put this in my crease as like a transition shade because there's really nothing that could go with this shade. So, but I do want to use this shade, so I'm gonna do what I've done a lot on my channel. I'm gonna do like a multicolored crease, so I will be doing 3 colors in my crease, and I think I want to start with this one. So I'm going to take this on my Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to place this in the inner third of my crease. And this definitely has some pigment to it. It's really pretty actually. For the middle of my crease, I'm going to go in with the yellow because that one swatched really well, and I'm super curious to see how this is going to perform. So I'll be placing this right in the middle of my crease. And I think on my outer part, I want to go in with the pink. And the reason why I didn't go with the yellow in my inner third of my crease is because the transition would have been a bit awkward with these colors, because I know that blue and yellow mixes a lot better together than blue and pink. So I wanted the transition to be a lot smoother without any really harsh edges. And I really like the fact that this makes a green where the transition is. I think that looks kind of cool. And this yellow is actually stunning. This is really, really nice. And for the outer part of my crease, I'm going to go in with 90s Love, which is this neon pink shade. And this was definitely the one that I had the most problems with in my swatch, because it just didn't seem to really want to stick to my arm. So I'm very interested to see how this performs on my eyes. I mean, the color is absolutely beautiful. So, and I'm sure this is the kind of shade that will definitely perform better on something that hasn't been set, or at least an eyeshadow primer. So I don't know if I want to do a cut crease or what I want to do. Maybe I should figure that out. I think I'm just going to connect this in the corner here. And this color seems to be oxidizing a little bit, which is kind of strange. I do like how it layers on top of the yellow though. That's really pretty, and it makes a nice orange. I think I want to try to deepen this up a little bit, and there's really only one shade that I feel like would work with this, and that is Whatever. So I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to put that in my outer corners. And I'm still using the same brush, and I really want to see how I can get shadows to layer on top of this pink. And I'm mostly just packing it on. I'm not doing a ton of blending. Alright, so I'm going to start blending this into my crease now. And I'm again still mostly using tapping motions just right across where I want the blend to be. And then just get that final blend. I'm going to use small circular motions until I get the blend that I want. Dipping in a little bit more. And I like how this layered on top of the pink. I think that looks pretty. And I'm actually going to do something that I don't really do very often, and I'm going to take my makeup wipe and I'm going to just clean up this line a bit because I want this to be a little sharper. And then I'll just go in with some concealer and powder afterwards to fix this. And you can see how big of a difference it is on these two sides now, like this one looks way cleaner. So I think for my lid, I kind of want to do like this weird halo eye. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I feel like since I have the lightest shade in the middle of my eye, it kind of might make sense. So I'm first going to dip into, what is this called? Damn Gina. And I'm going to put that in the first third of my eye, and then in the middle of my eye, I'm going to go in with Fresh, which is just a kind of champagne-y shade. And we will see how that goes. So I'm starting off taking Damn Gina, which is a light blue shade, and I'm going to pop that in the first part of my eyelid. And this shade is beautiful. I really like the shimmers in these palettes. I think they are gorgeous. And I am then dipping into Fresh. And I'm gonna put that right in the middle of my eye. Not gonna lie, I am thoroughly enjoying these palettes. I think they are so much fun. I love the color stories and they're actually so fun to work with. So I think for my lower lash line, what do I want to do? I think just for fun, I'm gonna take Joker, which is the dark blue shimmer, and I'm going to just smudge that all over my lower lash line because that just sounds like a good idea. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful blue. So I have the pigment where I want it now, and I'm going to take that same brush that I use for my crease colors, which is the E36 from Morphe, and I'm just going to try to buff out this edge a little bit. And this is literally so fun. Like, I get that my lips don't match my eyes anymore, but that's totally fine. I'll fix that after. But first I want to do something in my waterline. I also need to do liner, mascara, and all that jazz, but let's find something for the waterline first. And I want to really tie in this blue, so I'm going to use Accuse by Urban Decay. This was from one of their, I want to say it was a holiday set this year, but it came with like a pack of 4 and it's like a mini, and I love that so much. So I'm going to pop that in my waterline. And I think to complete my inner corner, because I feel like I need something just right in here, I'm just going to wrap Damn Gina around, which was this light blue shade that we used. And I'm just going to connect that down to the blue on the lower lash line. I almost feel like these palettes were made for me because I love the vibe that they give off. I love the fact that it's really hard to even try to make something sort of neutral with these because the colors in it are just so vibrant and so fun, and that makes me a very happy girl. So I'm gonna go off camera and put on a bit of liquid liner and mascara, and then I'll be back, and I need to change my lipstick because this is not looking good. So here's the finished eye look. I love how this turned out. I actually used a blue mascara on my bottom lash line, and this is by L'Oreal. It's called the Luminous Original, so that's that. For lips, I think I want to use one of my Colourpop lippy sticks, which is not something that I reach for a lot, and I was actually going through all my makeup earlier and like reorganizing and stuff, and I found a lot of things that I don't normally use, and so I used a lot of those today just to kind of see if I can get more use out of the stuff that I already have that I don't usually reach for. So I'm gonna put on this, and then on top of that I'm gonna go in with a gloss, and this is by NYX. It is in the shade Fair Play. So I think I like this lip combination a little bit better than the one I was wearing previously. It's still not perfect, but hey, it'll do. I am not about putting on a different lipstick. So that will sum up my first impression on this palette as well. And so far, I feel like the formulas in this one and the other one that I've tried are pretty much the same. So, I mean, that's to be expected because it is a bundle and they made them all at the same time and so on. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you think of this look, and let me know if you want me to do a first impression on the other palette as well that I haven't filmed with that is missing a pan. I showed that in the first video that I was talking about the palettes in, and I don't really know if I want to film with that until I get an answer from the brand, whether or not they're going to send me a new palette or a new pan or you know, anything, because I do want to have a full palette obviously for review purposes. So yeah, let me know down below what you think I should do with it, if you think I should still film and just put up a video and then I can do separate looks with it when I receive a new palette or whatever happens. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed my first impression. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!